This short video is about the electromagnetic spectrum. You need to know the names of the different parts and the order that they come in. The electromagnetic spectrum is the name given to a collection of waves. These waves are all transverse waves and they all travel at the speed of light in a vacuum. The longer the wavelength of the wave, the lower the frequency. The bigger the frequency of the wave, the higher the energy that wave has. Let's look at the different sections in the electromagnetic spectrum. Gamma rays have the highest frequency, the highest energy, and the shortest wavelength of the electromagnetic spectrum. X-rays have a slightly lower frequency and therefore slightly less energy than gamma rays. But they can still do damage, that's why we don't have too many X-rays in one year. Following on the pattern, ultraviolet waves have a slightly lower frequency, slightly less energy, and a slightly longer wavelength than X-rays. In the middle are light waves, the waves that allow us to see. They take up a surprisingly small amount of the electromagnetic spectrum. With a slightly lower frequency and slightly longer wavelength than light are infrared waves. After infrared waves, we have microwaves. They're not just used for cooking. With the longest wavelength and the lowest frequency and energy, we have radio waves, the last part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Looking carefully at this diagram, it shows us the relative wavelengths of the different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum. We can see the waves getting closer together as we move from radio waves to gamma rays. You not only have to be aware of the order of the electromagnetic spectrum, but also which end has the long wavelength, the low frequency and the low energy, and which end has the short wavelength, the high frequency and the high energy, and everything in between. So from short to long, we have gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, light, infrared, microwaves and radio waves. I hope that's helped to introduce you to the electromagnetic spectrum.